we covered this before. So there was a report, there was an investigation, the Durham report. Nobody knows about it. Nobody. I talk to my friends in comedy. I go to comedy clubs, and I go, "Hey, did you hear about the Durham report?" They go, "What's that?" I go, "It's the Durham report. It's the investigation that showed that Russiagate was all fake." And they go, "What?" I go, "Yeah, was all based on fake, and that's what even the USA Today knows it." I go, "Yeah, it was all based on a lie by the FBI and the Clinton campaign. It was all made up." And they go, "Who said this?" And I go, "The Durham report." And they go, "Where did you hear about it?" That's what they said to me. "Where did you hear about it?" Where did I hear about it? So I had that guy Durham. He testified today, or maybe yesterday or today, in Congress. And so I want to show you some of it. So and when the Durham report, this is how it was covered in the press. Trump was right. Russia collusion was a hoax. That's what the Durham report revealed. Even Jake Tapper.
Regardless, the report is now here. It has dropped, and it might not have produced everything of what some Republicans hoped for. It is, regardless, devastating to the FBI, and to a degree, it does exonerate Donald Trump.
Here's what he found. Here's what Durham found. Durham said the FBI should never have launched an investigation into alleged Russian collusion with Donald Trump's 2016 campaign, given the slim evidence. So he was testifying in Congress, and so he's what? Listen to this. This is.
Mr. Durham, in the summer of 2016, did our government receive intelligence that suggested Secretary Clinton had approved a plan to tie President Trump to Russia?
Yes.
Was that intelligence important enough for Director Brennan to go brief the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, the Attorney General of the United States, and the Director of the FBI?
Yes.
And was that intelligence put then into a memorandum, a referral memorandum?
Yes.
So what he's saying is that the CIA knew, they had intelligence, they had collected intelligence that the Hillary Clinton campaign was going to do a psyop and try to smear Donald Trump by connecting him with Russia and calling him a traitor and all that stuff. The CIA knew this. Not only did they know this, but they thought it was serious enough that they briefed the president about it, President Obama. Okay, so that's what, so it wasn't, this was a big deal. But guess what? Guess who they didn't tell?
And was that memorandum then given to Director Comey and Agent Strzok?
That's who it was addressed to, yes.
So the heads of the FBI and the head of the Russiagate investigation, Peter Strzok, they had this information that this was all concocted by the Hillary Clinton campaign. And who didn't they tell?
Did Director Comey share that memorandum with the FISA court?
I'm sorry,
Did he share that memorandum with the FISA court? Did Director Comey do that?
I'm not aware of that if he did.
So when the FISA court is a secret court, and that's a secret court that's supposed to fight terrorism. That's what it's there for. So they go to the secret terrorism court where you don't get to present a defense. And what he just asked, did they tell the FISA court? Did they tell the FISA court about this intelligence? And he just said that Durham said no. He didn't, not to his knowledge, no. So they didn't. So they knew, and then they go to a FISA court, which you don't get to present a defense, and they lied to the FISA court. Well, they got caught lying to FISA court 17 times over Russiagate, and so this was a lie by omission. So the head of the CIA knew about this. They tell the President of the United States. They write a memorandum. They give it to the head of the FBI and the guy in charge of the Russiagate investigation. They don't tell the FISA court, so they get a phone tap on Donald Trump's phone and everybody in his campaign's phone. So when Donald Trump said that Barack Obama was spying on him, he was. And it was all phony and illegal because they had to lie to the FISA court to get it. And now guess who else they didn't tell about this information?
Share it with the lawyers preparing the FISA application.
Not to my knowledge.
No, they didn't tell they didn't even tell the lawyers preparing the FISA about this information. To the guys going to the court to get the warrant to spy on Donald Trump. They didn't even tell those lawyers about this information. Who else didn't they tell?
Did he share it with the agents on the case, working the Crossfire Hurricane case?
No.
Didn't share it with the agents on the case. Can you?
They didn't tell the agents, so they kept information from the FBI agents that were supposed to be investigating Russiagate. They didn't tell the FISA court. They didn't tell the agents investigating Russiagate. They didn't tell the lawyers preparing the case for the FISA court to get the warrant so they could go spy and tap Donald Trump's phones, which they did. And what happened?
Tell the committee what happened when you took that referral memo and shared it with one of those agents, specifically Supervisory Special Agent Number 1.
We interviewed the first supervisor of the Crossfire investigation, the operational person. We showed him the intelligence information. He indicated he had never seen it before. He immediately became emotional, got up and left the room with his lawyer, spent some time in the hallway, came back.
He was ticked off, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was ticked off because this is something he should have had as an agent on the case. It's important information that the director of the FBI kept from the people doing the investigation.
The information was kept from him.
Do you need any more proof that your government is 100% corrupt and working for the oligarchy? And again, to the point where they don't even respect our democracy or our elections or our laws. Who doesn't? The FBI, the CIA, your government. They don't respect democracy. Not Donald Trump and a bunch of yahoos on January 6th in pajama bottoms and buffalo helmets. But the people at the tippy top of the intelligence community, the FBI, the CIA, and the President of the United States, Barack Obama, they all knew this. They all knew this. And what did they know? What did they know specifically? The intelligence concerned the reported approval of Hillary Clinton on July 26, 2016, of a proposal from one of her foreign policy advisors to vilify Donald Trump by stirring up a scandal claiming interference by the Russian security services. They knew this. They knew this. They knew the Steele dossier was paid for by Hillary Clinton and that it was all lies. They knew all of it was made up. And so this guy tells the truth, and he tells the truth to Congress. So what do the Democrats do to him? This is what they do to everybody who tells the truth. They try to discredit you, slander you. Look at my Wikipedia page. You see what the Democratic Party and the establishment has done to my Wikipedia page. This is what they're warning. Watch this.
You have a good reputation.
So he has a great reputation. That's why he was chosen for this. He was seen as apolitical. And he has a great reputation. That's why he was chosen. And now he told the truth that the Democratic Party and the establishment in the Republican Party doesn't want to hear. And so what happens to when you do that, when you tell the truth that the establishment in the Republican Party and Democratic Party don't want to hear? They do this.
You have a good reputation. You had a good reputation. That's why the two Democrats supported you. But the longer you hold on to Mr. Barr and this report that Mr. Barr gave you as special counsel, your reputation will be damaged. As everybody's reputation who gets involved with Donald Trump is damaged, he's damaged goods. There's no good dealing with him because you will end up on the bottom of a pyre.
So not the people in the FBI that lied to the FISA court 17 times, not the people in the FBI that kept that information from everybody, including the FBI people working on the Russiagate investigation and the lawyers working on the FISA to get phone taps on Donald. It's not their reputation. James Comey's reputation, their reputation. It's the guy who told the truth. Do you need any more proof that America is a country of adult alcoholics? Adults. What the fuck am I trying to say? We're a nation full of adult children of alcoholics. Well, what do adult children of alcoholics do? They don't get mad at the alcoholic, the person who's abusing them. They get mad at the person who's pointing out that someone's abusing them. That's what this is. He's pointing out that the FBI is abusing democracy and the people of America and our electoral process. And that guy wants to ruin his reputation for it. That is Mr. Cohen, a Democrat, who also tried to ruin the reputation of Matt Taibbi for telling the truth. Again, you don't get in trouble in Washington for lying. You get in trouble for telling the truth. And he's telling a big truth that they don't want heard. And he's not even, the guy didn't even... He could have put a lot of people in jail, and he didn't. He didn't even, anyway, there's a lot of stuff he didn't do. But there you go. What else do you need to know? Hey, come see us live on tour. We'll be in Bakersfield, Baltimore, San Francisco, Huntington Beach, Rosemont, and Chicago, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, New York City, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Stamford, Connecticut, and more.
Hey,
Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.